Welcome back to Resurgence YGO. We're here after the 3v3 Team YCS in Las Vegas. And man, we got a monster of a player. A monster of a player. What's your name? And tell us what you did and the deck that you played.
All right. What's up, guys? My name is Truong. I am the creator or maker of the team Resurgence YGO. And I played MITSURUGI RYZEAL with some of my greatest friends here. And we took 27th place.
Damn right.
At the event. We're just trying to make day two, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Sarkis behind the camera, shout out to Grant, shout out to Austin and Caleb, who went up to Vegas with us, brought the vibes, everything was good, and shout out to the rest of Resurgence, couldn't be here without everyone, and yeah, we're gonna get into the profile.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
All right, so we played MITSURUGI RYZEAL here. So we're gonna start off with the main deck. So to start off, we got your bare bones. You have to play one of each of the dudes. You got Saji, you got Kusanagi, and you got Aramasa. You got the one that searches the spell, the one that adds the spell, or adds anyone from grave or banishment, and then you have the one that adds the monster. It's pretty standard. You gotta play those ones. And then some people don't play this card. It's the Night Sword Serpent. People call this one a brick. It is a brick if you draw it, but it's also a free 4 when you're playing MITSURUGI RYZEAL, and the 4s matter a lot. So I would play that. And one other piece we played was Manju. And sometimes, you don't want to play too many normal summons, but I feel like Manju was good to have in there because it could add you either the spell or the monster, whatever piece you were missing. Because MITSURUGI RYZEAL, in testing and in theory, is best when it's a 2-card combo deck rather than a 1-card combo deck. Because it can be that, but it works the best and pushes through the most hand trap and non-engine when you have 2 cards in hand. So that's it for the 4s or the small guys for the MITSURUGI package. And then, of course, you got to play the best card in the deck, Habakiri. And we play 1 Murakumo and we play 1 Futsu. I think this ratio is perfectly fine in testing. I really hate when I can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! So I made, this is a 40-card list, and I really hate bricking as well. So that's why I kept it not bare bones, but the most minimal, but most impactful at the same time. So I think this ratio is perfect when you're playing these 2 engines together. So yeah, they're pretty self-explanatory. Disgusting boss monster, best starter, crazy grind game. Everyone knows the Mitsu cards by this point. And then we played for the spells, for the Mitsu side, we played 3 pre-prep, cards broken, they have to respond. If this resolves, you're winning your turn 1, or your turn 1's going insane. Because adding Mirror or Habar, Mirror plus any dude is broken. We played 3 MITSURUGI prayers, also most broken starter, can beat Droll, can add in draw phase. This, tribute any reptile in draw phase. It feels like you won the game at that point. When you resolve, going first, you resolve prayers, tribute a guy, you get 3 searches in a body. It's crazy. So would not change these at all. You need to play these best cards. For one-ofs, we played 1 ritual, 1 mirror, and 1 trap. So essentially, with the thought process with this is the ritual's great, obviously, and you can use it twice. So you only really need to play 1. The mirror you got to play for the pre-prep, and the trap. The trap's good. It's really good, even if they blow it up, because back row removal is pretty prominent in this format. But the thing is, you can use the grave effect to revive your Murakumo or one of your other guys as well. But having an Omni on your board as an end piece felt really good, whether it be spells or traps or monster effects. This card just was really good to blow out certain matchups.
Hell yeah.
Next, after the Mitsu side, we're gonna go to the RYZEAL side. So actually, we're just gonna go through the Rising monsters. 1 X, 2 Ice, 2 Sword, 1 Node. So essentially, bare bones package in the sense of the RYZEAL monsters. Would play more X if we could play more X, but it's a breaker and a starter itself. Insane. Your best normal summon is Ice RYZEAL, gets you 2 bodies and sword. The crazy part is with this deck is if they stop one side, I'll show you later in the extra deck, we can bridge into both sides. It feels really good. We've been doing this since day 1. Shout out to Grant, who we have a profile on this channel exactly with him playing a very, very similar list, and he's the guy who helped me also put this together and was considering play this deck. But tune in for his deck profile because he didn't play the same deck.
Oh.
So yeah, that's kind of, and then the node for the grind game. All these are fine to draw. It just gets a problem if you draw too many of them, but that's why we only play a little package. And to search them, of course, after the monsters, we play a small...
They're also limited in semis, so you really
I mean, I guess.
So that might have to do with the ratio a little bit.
Slightly.
Just a little bit.
Just throwing that out there.
And then we play 3 7 Tachyon and 1 Bonfire. Basically just represents X or Ice or whatever RYZEAL you want it to. You need to play them, just adds to consistency. Drawing this card off the top feels great until you don't have another card to put back. So in the top deck war, I remember having one scenario where I drew it, and I was like, well, I gotta pass it back because I can't put anything back to use it. But then my opponent also did not draw a good card. He bricked as well. So, you know, these cards are great. Yeah, you play Ryzeals, you gotta play these cards. Come on now.
Come on now.
Come on now. And for non-engine, we played, I think, 13 essentially. Yeah, I mean, my thought process was play the ones that really affect the players the most. And like I talked to Sarkis a lot about this, is we play hand traps that really like limit our opponent's like gameplay. So like this deck is also great at breaking half boards. And also I wanted to play the most impactful hand traps, I guess, since I couldn't play that many. So of course we played 3 Fool Loss, played 2 Perulia, played 3 Ash Blossom, and played 2 Droll. So these are the hand traps that we play. We're gonna play, also the 4s aren't bad because sometimes you don't always need to use your normal summon, so they can use, you know, overlay 2 4s, you get duo drive. So Fu is also really good, and then like Perulia is good because you can play it against like any deck that like normal summons, you know, obviously like Radiant Typhoon's in the format, K9 VS, I played that a couple times. You know, Risio, Mitsurugi, it's good, it's good. There's just like not too many like really good hand traps I feel like that can stop your opponent. I did choose to main Droll. I feel like every time I choose not to main or have this card in my deck, I really regret it. So I always play it, and then you got to play Ash. Hits the Charm is also a really good hand trap. And the last non-engine we played was 3 Droplets, also really good in this deck. You can send off your, you know, your prayers, your ritual, all your power spells. You know, they're just free fodder when you're breaking a board, and this card is insane. So that's basically it for the main deck. That's 40 in the main deck. It felt really good, felt really solid. Only bricked twice. I did brick in the final match of day 2, and it really sucked because I didn't really get to play the game. And I really wanted to play that match against some top quality EU players. You know, it happens sometimes, you know, it's variance, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's it, 40 card main deck. So now...
Hell yeah. Well, real quick, how do you feel about your main deck? Is there anything in particular you would change, or...?
I feel like the main deck did what it was supposed to do. It was very consistent. It got me to my end board very good. It could break boards. The one thing is sometimes I feel like I didn't see enough non-engine. So I feel like this is a type of deck where you have like so many one-of sometimes you don't always want to see that you can go above 40 and you can still stay consistent. So I feel like going into the future, if I were to play this, I'd probably increase the card count up to maybe like 43 or 45, maybe add a little bit more non-engine hand trap wise or some other pieces that will help my end board be a little bit stronger. But yeah, that's what I think what I would change.
Hell yeah. All right.
So we're gonna go to the extra deck. For the Rising monsters, we play 1 Detonator and 2 Duo Drive. These were great. Duo was cool. I think I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but Detonator was great. It represented a lot. Literally, this card, when I went first against a branded Dracotail player, it was this card plus Ash Blossom. It was enough to stop his whole plays, and he passed his turn, and I won that duel. Isn't that crazy? And the big 2/6 Detonator is stopping people's turns. I think this card's crazy. In reality, I'm getting ahead of myself, like I said. We need to play 2 of this card because I feel like it represents too much. There were some times in the grind game where I feel like having 2 of this would have been really important. And then Duo Drive, you know, gotta play it. Searches out your dudes. It's really good. You could cut this down to 1, but with some changes, I mean, it's good to keep it at 2, but I think that's good there. You gotta play 104. This is for the 7th Tachyon. Gotta play that one. Eclipse Twins to send off X. And then I have some utility cards that I feel like you make in a game 1 scenario because you have a chance to use just 2 4s to make whatever you want. So Dugaris was good in a blind state just to draw more cards, but if you already had hand traps, sometimes it felt like, you know, kind of win more but not the best in scenarios. We were doing Baguska on day 1, and it felt like kind of a little bit counterintuitive. It was a great end board piece, and they have to out the Baguska. But the thing is, you're kind of shutting off your Murakumo, your Futsu, your Detonator, and you know, they still have to out it, it's true. But it's like, why limit yourself when you can have that stuff live and they have to deal with it? So after day 1, we started doing Tornado Dragon, and I feel like Tornado Dragon against certain matches was really good. You know, Yummy, you can hit Mignon. You know, Radiant Typhoon, you can hit stuff. Sky Striker, you hit Draco Sergeant. Draco Tail when they set the... Yeah, this card was insane against the Draco Tail matchup. The 1 branded Draco Tail I played, I 2-0'd him. First one was Detonator, won me game 1. Tornado Dragon won me game 2. Insane card. Excite Night, utility, you know, people gotta respect this card. This card's still a great breaker. They played it even in Draco Tail and shit. You know, Exciteon's always been good. And I got 2 targets to set off X, pop a set card, negate a monster, utility. We got the bridge. This search is 7th tack with 2 8s, so we just use, Murakumo, Futsu, or Haba. Search of 7th, really good. Photon Loader was really good to play around Nibiru or anything we didn't want to happen to us during our turn, so we can, in like the bread and butter combo, we can summon this pretty easily before we go into our 4's Ryzeo combo. Then we have IP and SP. I summoned SP I think once, and I didn't think I summoned IP at all. So honestly, low-key, I could see subbing out like IP for maybe another Dedo. That's what I feel like I'd mainly change about the extra deck. Otherwise, I feel like everything did its job. It was really good. Yeah, no big problems there.
Solid all around.
Yep. And then we have the side deck. Of course, had to pick this up before the event. It just came out, the buy shifter. When I hit people with this and they saw it was the buy shifter, I think I saw them shrivel a little bit more if it was a normal shifter. So definitely worth the investment there. Definitely worth the investment. Best card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Need to ban it. It's gotta go. Then I'm gonna do going first cards. 1 cross, 1 crown, 1 called by, 1 judgment. Cross was good when I was able to get to it. Crown, I think I used Crown maybe like once or twice, and it helped me survive, but sometimes it didn't really do too much. But in theory, it's cool. Shout out to Grant again. We like playing 1 Crown.
Gotta keep him guessing.
You gotta keep him guessing. Called by, and judgment's judgment.
I'll never know why, but that's okay.
Just good going first cards. So that's basically it there. I don't think there was that much of a problem with those ones. And for going second, I put Bell in also for going first sometimes depending on the matchup. Draco Tail, it's good. Radiant Typhoon, Luna Light, fucking. Shout out to Luna Light players because y'all are alright. Whatever.
Y'all alright.
It's just we got not sad. We lost to Luna Light, and Luna Light's just a crazy deck, just 1,000 pushes. But you got to try your
Keep
best.
talking about it. We're not monetized.
We're not monetized.
We're not monetized anyway.
So Bell's really good. I don't know. A lot of people like putting this card at 3. I think I will always be at 2 for Ghost Girls. The only one I have an exception for is Ash, but maybe that's just me. Still good card. Did what it needed to do. Purlia was good when you need to put in 3, like against Radiant Typhoon or K9 BS. And then the goated card, evenly matched.
Hell yeah.
This card is so good with Droplet or anything that can set. Like, I feel like evenly matched, like, it always did its job. When I saw it, I was so ecstatic. Like, man, I keep bringing up the Brandon Dragontail player, but I feel so bad for him because I Red Seed evenly'd him. Speaking of which, we have 3 Red Seed here. Yeah, I hate Brandon Dracotail, and this card kind of destroys Dracotail. And also, hurts Luna Light, but if they know how to play around it, they know how to play around it. But yeah, love these cards. Wouldn't change a thing about those. Last card is Wosu. I actually sided this in. It's our in-engine kaiju. It's really good. Sided it in against the striker player. He actually didn't expect it at all, and I just hit his 0. And he was just like, oh, my 0's gone. And I get like a search as well off Wosu. I feel like this card's crazy. Also, it was for Luna Light. Didn't see it against Luna Light, but yeah, that's basically the whole side deck. I really liked it. I don't know. I don't really think I would change anything about the side deck. I think it did what it was supposed to do.
Okay.
But yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, honestly, let's look at the day 2 card real quick.
Oh yeah, we got the Gagaga Magician and the VIP Qualifier Field Center.
Oh man.
Again, shout out to Resurgence the Henny, the boys, Michael Sarkis, Grant Neapolitan Ice Cream. Those are my guys. We had a great time, had a great event, and this is not the end of us. This is our first YCS top, but we're gonna be back. This is just the start of many.
All right, last thing. Anything else you want to say about the deck or about the event itself?
No, just awesome time. Great time in Vegas with the boys. And remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Resurgence is out. Peace.
See ya.